Hello, this is MML Gaming HD. I'm MML Oraculum, and we're going to be looking at swarm hosts today because I've been playing online and I just keep coming up against swarm hosts for some reason. People going mass swarm hosts, people using quite a lot of swarm hosts in their play, so I finally, managed to beat one of these mass swarm host things, because when I first went against it I was like, what the hell do I do? Because I've never played against them. So I'll show you how I initially got owned, and then I'll show you what I did again to kind of defend against that and then beat him. So let's jump into the first replay where I'm going to show you how I got destroyed, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I started a bit in because the beginning's always the same, but basically what I thought was, I've never played this map. I saw this base was really easy to get into, so judging on that, I decided to go a Forge Fast Expand, which was a terrible idea, but I figured because it's the beta, people won't be putting on early pressure, so I thought I could get away with it really. And he does punish me a bit in this game, and I did put the Forge down first. That was a mistake. It has been a while since I've done this, so I do mess up a bit with my macro, but it seemed alright. I was playing alright, but I wasn't expecting to go against mass swarm hosts, which is why I got destroyed. So yeah, not a good place, because there's this opening here on the back, and I was like, oh bugger, I better fill this up, because it goes all the way. There's some rocks there they can break down. There's a way in here which, is quite close to his base actually. But yeah, so I'm covering this way at the moment, putting cannon down. I don't actually end up covering this bit, but Lings don't actually do that much damage. Well, he didn't send enough, so luckily I survived that. But I thought I could get away with it, and I did really. So let's jump forward a bit and then see what happened. Okay, so we're a bit further into the game, and at the moment I thought, I'll go Stargate, try out the Oracle, because it's a new unit. I wanted to see how it played, and I've got a mothership core here. I thought I'd bring it down for the defense, because you can put Purify on, and it can basically one-shot Lings, which was a very handy thing to have actually. So yeah, I'm doing a really dodgy wall in. I should have fully walled this off, to be honest, but that's besides the point. So my Oracle's coming up here, and I thought, well, there's quite a lot of Lings, but I thought I'll do the Entome, so we can stop him mining for a bit, because I did see earlier, I knew he was going to get a second base. I kind of had an inkling he was going for a third base, which is why you saw the Lings running there. I did send a scout up there. But yeah, my timings aren't that great. See, my money's getting quite high. Yeah, so I had a Stargate. I thought I might as well build some Void Rays then. I was quite distracted by, I was reading the tooltips, trying to figure out what they do. But the Oracle's coming around here, and I'm just going to throw an Entomb down. Throw it down here, I think, or I skip past, go to the main base. Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, there was a Queen. I think he did see me coming, so he does send the Queen to the edge. But nonetheless, I still get it down. A Queen whittles away at these slowly, so these last for almost the full duration. So I'm trying not to get hit by the Queen at all by doing this. And these Oracles are very fast, so you can just throw it down and then run around to see what's going on. And I saw an infestation pit, and I didn't really clock on. I thought, oh, he's going infester. But this is the point. Yes, I'm being attacked by swarm hosts here. I did think he was going infester when I saw the infestation pit. I forgot that these were actually made, because I've been playing Protoss, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh, what do I do? I've got hardly any units and lots of money, so you can tell I'm freaking out. So I'm trying to get a Purify going. It's just all going downhill. Thinking, what do I do? I've got to wait for Revelation to actually see these cloaked units, because I don't have a Robo Bay. They took out my detection, which was the cannon, so I'm freaking out putting cannons down. Everything's going terribly for me. I'm shooting these units that, he can just replace them for free. I'm losing everything, and I wasn't prepared for this at all. This is more, you really need to scout this before you get hit by it, otherwise you're just going to get demolished, which I did. I mean, look at my base. I've lost my whole front wall. They're having time to just sit there and do nothing. They're going to come down and attack my main base. I finally did get a Revelation down, so I did manage to spot these, and he does back off. So I get a small breather, so I'm like, right, hopefully I'll be able to build back up, because he's got a few swarm hosts still. I'm not sure how much they cost actually. Let's have a look. Swarm hosts, 200, 100. So they're not the most expensive unit, but they are quite hefty cost if you're just going to mass them. So yeah, I've got a bit of a breather. So I'm just thinking, oh my god, I just spent all my time not building and freaking out. So I'm throwing down loads of buildings. Suddenly he's got loads. Oh my god, he's gonna destroy me. Let's bring these down a bit quicker. So for some reason he burrows there, which I'm not really sure why. I think he thought I had more than I really did, but you know, I figured I'll just try and play normally, try and get back into it, because my money is so high. And I thought, oh, because whenever you freak out, you react terribly, and everything just goes downhill as soon as you freak out. So that was the wrong thing to do, to be honest. So the detection goes down, and I did get a robo bay out. So here comes my obs, because I did want to be able to see these. Learning afterwards, the wrong time to do it in a game, but yeah. So I was trying to go void rays because I figured, you know, they can't attack air. I thought that's the only thing I can do, and I've still got so much money. That is terrible. Yeah, that's just what happens when you freak out. So I've basically lost this game. And look, he's got corruptors. So, you know, what do you do against this? Well, if we go to the next game, I'll show you what I decided to do, because I did get this guy again on ladder. So I decided to try out a counter, because I figured he might do it again, because he might just be trying to get this build working very good. So let's jump to that game and I'll show you what I did in response to this. Okay, so we're in the next game. I do go against this guy again, which I found quite funny. Sila EX. And I'm down at the bottom. And this map is a hell of a lot better for Forge Fast Expand, which is what I'm planning on doing. So, you know, as soon as I saw he was in the game, in the loading screen, I was like, right, he's going to do the same thing, because I figured, as I said before, he's going to be practicing a build for when the game comes out, or trying to get a few builds under his belt, so when the game comes out he can be, you know, as high as league as he can be. So with that in mind, I figured, right, I'll just go for a counter. So what my plan was, basically, was, you know, Colossus with detection. You know, nothing fancy. I just wanted to go straight up counter, you know, I'll get stalkers, I'll try and hit before the spire comes out, so there aren't any corruptors. That's like the best time for me. Which is what I did. Oh, look at the replay time, 1337. That's just a statement of this game. But right, so I'm just scouting around, standard stuff. Let's jump ahead a bit. Right, so it's a bit later on. He's got his infestation pit down, which lets him build the swarm hosts. I've gone by third base quite early because I saw he had one, but I did scout these coming, which is why I just cancelled it. And I've got this here kind of scouting there, so I can see the zerglings coming up. The mothership core. I decided to power it up, start shooting these down. And he did whittle away at my rocks a bit. Oh, that ling gets picked off there. And my purifier's coming up, and we really want to get rid of these, so he does end up getting these rocks down, however. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is, oh, he doesn't actually have that many workers there. I wanted to completely counter these swarm hosts, which I actually can't see any on the map. Oh, no, he's already started getting them. Okay, well, he's actually got an overlord there. So yeah, he did get that down. I didn't decide to go for oracles, I just went straight for the robo, because, you know, it's quite late. I don't actually have that many units, so I've gone straight for the tech, really. Because I'm quite, you know, well defended. He even defended me more by destroying my rocks, so... But I kind of want to move out. No, oh yeah, here's my obs. So I'm scouting around here. Perfect timing it is. I see the spire, so I know I can't, you know, there won't be any corruptors around, so my colossus is going to be most effective right now. And this is probably, I'd say, the best time to hit a mass swarm hosting player, because they're going to go swarm host for the ground and then corruptors for any sort of detection or any sort of air support you want to bring, because that's the logical thing. You go air against swarm hosts, so he's going to try and get rid of them. So yeah, he's massing up, and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to go on my third colossus, which is coming out. But I want an obs, because, you know, obviously I need to get rid of any swarm hosts in the way. And I do see him borrow that. So I'm like, whoops, don't send the colossus out. Don't want any free hits there. I'll send the mothership core out. You know, these are actually surprisingly powerful. Look at it. I think it's 3 shots at one of these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so very powerful actually. Does 45 damage. So, you know, mothership cores are a handy unit to bring. And I've got the map covered this time. You know, I want to see what's going on. Even though my macro's not great, it is hard to deal with these new sort of units. So, hopefully I'll get better in time. But here we go, I'm bringing down my third. 12 minutes, that's quite a good time. You know, he still doesn't have that many workers, 10. So, there's the rest of them. I wondered, there wasn't 10 there, but... yeah, so I know what's going on. There's not that many units in the middle, so... I think I'm going to move out now, and I figured I'll take the middle of the map, since he's not really got much of a presence there. So, yeah, he didn't actually get that many swarm hosts. I'm quite disappointed, but yeah, this is a good... I feel this is a good tactic regardless, because, you know, you want to hit before that spire, or it's just popped, so he's only got a limited amount of corruptors. He's got quite a lot. He's got more heavy corruptors, but... yeah, so you can take my colossus out, but I've got that covered. I've got the stalkers necessary. So, this is quite... I feel this is a good build. If you can tune up what I've done... this is very slow. But yeah, tune up what I've done. Get the build a bit tighter. You know, don't get any of this 700 minerals, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to win. And as soon as he sees that I've just broken this, he GG's. So yeah, if you can tighten this up, you'll be able to hit a lot earlier than I did. That's an amazing time the game ended on, actually. But yeah, so if he had like say 8 or 9 swarm hosts, not much air at all, I would have been able to throw a few force fields down this time. I brought some sentries. You're going to need the sentries. You kind of want to keep your army together in a ball and force field the front. That way the units will arc down the side and you can take them out of the colossus. That's what my plan was anyway, but he didn't have that many, and I brought these out, the stalkers, because he will get corruptors out, and I just wanted to be able to take them out, not letting my colossus go down. So I think this build will be good. If one of you guys can polish it up, get a bit better, I'll do the same. I'll work on this, because you know, swarm hosts seem to be quite a powerful unit if you don't deal with them appropriately. But yeah, thank you for watching, and there's definitely going to be some more coverage coming up soon, so I'll see you in the next video.